Celebrating our differences is the thread that strengthens our collective identity. With so much style, glitz and fanfare, TVC Communications celebrated the 4th edition of its Cultural Diversity Day, where members of staff showcased various aspects of culture from different ethnic groups. The event was spiced with various activities like the fashion show among the various departments in the organization, where TVC News emerged the winner. Now let's share the thrills and frills of the event with you.
It was a colorful sight to behold. Management and staff of TVC Communications, Lagos headquarters. It is the 4th edition of the Cultural Diversity Day, which began in the year 2020. The event came alive with colorful outfits, music, and a spectacular fashion parade that showcased the beauty of Nigeria's culture. Diverse cultural backgrounds represented within the organization. Highlighting the importance of embracing diversity in all its forms, the CEO of TVC Communications, Victoria Ajayi, commended the staff for their teamwork and fostering strong bonds.
We have over 20 ethnicities in the company, different tribes, different tongues, and so it's exciting. It makes us vibrant. It makes us unique. I believe strongly that it's in our cultural differences that you find strength. It's in our cultural differences you find beauty.
Talking about the motivation for organizing the Cultural Diversity Day event, the Director, People, Culture, Experience and Operations of TVC Communications, Kemi Shonobi, highlighted the necessity of promoting team bonding and encouraging a fun atmosphere in the workplace.
It's an opportunity for people to gather, to relax, take their mind off core work, but they're still working because they're playing. But it's also a reminder of our differences and celebrating those differences.
Director of Current Affairs, TVC Communications, Babajide Kolade Otitoju, captured the essence and went further to propose how this initiative can be sustained.
We need to take this celebration seriously because it reminds us of our roots as a people. Look at this now. This fabric is native to the people of Borno State. You see their governor, Professor Umara Zulum, wear it repeatedly because it projects the identity of Borno State. So on a day like this, I chose to wear my agbada made of fabric indigenous to Borno State. And of course the cap is not the cap made popular by Borno people. If you add my offer to it, then you can conveniently say that I've represented 4 distinct cultures. You know, by the way I'm dressed today, I'm the Okulora Ndibo. So this is my staff.
The staff of TVC Communications expressed their excitement, commending the management for organizing the event.
Events like this should be had from time to time, because it reminds us that what brings us together or what binds us together as a nation is stronger and better than those things that put us apart. So for me, that's the beauty and that's the essence of an event like this.
It's just fun, and it's one of the things that we do here at TVC Communications, just try to make people happy, make this place a great place to work. It's not just about the work in itself, but it's also the fun, and all of these things that excite people and make people want to work and do more.
Culture itself speaks. It's what we are. It says who we are. So how diversified we are also shows how creative we could be with our content. And it also reflects in day-to-day activity within the premises and in terms of performance and deliverables by various individuals within the business.
1, 2, go! Let's go there now.
Oh my God.
Everybody, contestant number 5! Put your hands together for that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The major highlight of the event was the fashion parade competition, with TVC News emerging the winner.
4 departments. PCEO, can you please step forward? And the winner for the TVC News Cultural Diversity Day 2024 goes to no other department but TVC News.
The news department won through the beautiful display by the duo of Ayodele Alogi and Lucy O'Hare in epic babyo outfits.
A round of applause for them, everyone.
As if that was not enough, the icing on the cake was the dance moves of the senior management team members, led by the group managing director, Victoria Ajayi.
Super colorful indeed. BK, it was in fact super colorful. But to you, what were the highlights of the event that day?
Yeah, it was the opportunity to show people that I'm probably the best dancer. I've been underrated for so long.
Oh, yes.
I just had to show them who is in charge when it comes to dancing.
I like that, who is in charge.
Yes, and they didn't show every bit of what we did, but a strong competitor finishes strong.
Sure.
And I thought on the day, I finished very strong. I put the other management staff to the sword. Sure. I'm sure they now know.
All right, now BKO, with over 200...
BKO does not just dance on TikTok. He's always ready.
Always ready.
Yes.
All right, but BKO, with over 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria, why do we need to celebrate our cultural diversity?
We need to celebrate because, first and foremost, the young people need to know who we are.
Sure.
Nigerians are very poor in terms of the nation's history. And one of the worst disservice that was done to us as a people was to take history off the curriculum. Today, many of our young people can't speak our language. Some struggle to speak and murder our languages in the process. It's such a massive shame. We need to not forget our roots. We need to show that Nigeria's diversity is the strength of the country, and that our culture is very rich. If white people can be learning our language, you go to America, their universities have departments teaching not just African languages, but focusing on Yoruba language, because the language is very rich. The Hausa language is very rich. Why have we chosen to not teach our children to speak our language? If we are not careful, those languages will go extinct. The way some of our cultures are gradually fading off. When I was younger, we used to enjoy the Egungun festival in my community. But today, it's no longer like before. Foreign religions came, and our people have chosen to embrace foreign religions and brush aside their own religion. So I think that we need to take our culture seriously. And if you travel across Nigeria, you see that Nigeria is a beautiful country with very rich culture. This was an opportunity for us to demonstrate that. It was also an opportunity for us to loosen up. We work so hard. We flog our body working for the company. There are times when we need to simply unwind, make ourselves happy, and that's what we saw here.
All work and no play.
Yes, makes BKO a dull.
All right, Adewale, cultural imperialism, we talked about it. Yeah, it's eaten into our society on a daily basis. Now let's look at the roles of parents and elders in preserving our culture for the future. Some even call our language vernacular. So sad.
I think, first of all, part of the responsibilities of the media, the mass media, is to promote our culture, to promote our indigenous values, to promote our heritage. Our culture is the only immunity that is remaining against total colonization and slavery. Even though Nigeria got independence in 1960, we are still tied to the upper spring of, mental slavery. That you go to primary school, secondary school, when you speak your language given to you by God, people will tell you it's vernacular. So I think I am really happy about what TVC has done, because the fact of the matter is that promoting culture is also linked to creative economy. It's linked to tourism. It's linked to developing the potentials, discovering creativity of our people. Many of them never went to school, never went to university, but they have a lot of talents. And I think the United Nations set up the Permanent Forum of Indigenous People. I think around 2023, the first decade, where indigenous people all over the world assemble every year to speak their language and to be interpreted in the various English and all that. So it means that the world also recognizes that our values, our heritage, must not be allowed to die. So I say congratulations to TVC.
Thank you very much, Adewale Adeoye. All right, let's move straight to our other conversation.